What is going on, guys? My name is Cody, your Shadow. So this video is gonna be dedicated to like BMX and everything. And sorry, I look stupid. I just got out of bed. Um, well, just started being productive. It's like 1 o'clock right now. I woke up at like 10:30ish. I need a haircut. My hair is way too stupid long. But anyways, this video is going to be mainly related to BMX. We're not Carson and I aren't fully ready to start committing to posting videos regularly again. We're still like kind of messed up from a lot of things. Again, we have to make a video explaining what's been going on. But we want to start focusing on BMX more because I know a lot of Carson's friends are riding now, and we don't really have that many videos on here. So this video is going to be about riding gear. I'm basically going to take you guys through like a bag that I would take if we were to go riding anywhere, and basically just kind of review of what you guys should get, because it'll be really helpful for some of you starters that need tools or something. And I'll post some like pictures and links to Dan's comp for you guys to get some like cheap alternative tools. So anyways, let's get started. First thing I carry with me is this is my half helmet. I normally, when I ride like skate parks, I ride my full face. I don't have that with me at the moment, but this is my half helmet. This will soon to be Carson's because I'm getting a new one, because this one doesn't fit. This one's too small. It doesn't fit anymore. So, but I always carry a half helmet. Wear your helmets because nobody wants to get hurt and destroy themselves. This is my bag. This is a fly racing bag. You don't have to get this exact bag or anything. It's just what I use. Any bag works. It doesn't matter. Alright, so this is kind of a weird angle, but I'm just gonna take you guys through like the first couple parts of my bag. This isn't really anything. This is just a GoPro chest mount. You don't need that. First thing I have that I carry around is this is electrical tape. The reason I carry this is because Carson and I both run brakes, and sometimes the tape that we already have on covering our brake cables will snap, and we don't want to hear our brake cables bounce around or anything. We want our bikes to sound quiet, and we're not going to take our brakes off because we both enjoy riding them. So we have some electrical tape. That's all that's in this first pouch. Now we get into the main larger portion of the bag. First thing, this is Shadow Conspiracy grind wax, Shadow Conspiracy coffin wax. It had logo on both sides. Obviously you can see I've been using it. I've had this block of wax for a while. This is a lot of wax. You really don't even need that much, but sometimes it goes away. Some people use it a lot more than we do. But it's always good to carry some wax around. You don't have to have it, but if you come across a ledge, that is not waxed up and it doesn't slide well, it's pretty good to have it. I will post links down below where you can get like smaller blocks of wax cheaper, because this one's like $8 or $9. So now we start getting into the pads that I carry. These are shin guards. There are two here. They're just, I have them together so they fit better. These are shin guards. Shadow Conspiracy makes these, and they're super good. They come with, you can put plastic inserts in them. Some people like to run plastic inserts on the inside. I have just foam inserts that I put in there because the plastic ones take forever to form around the size of your like ankles or your calves. So, but foam ones are good, and it helps you move a little bit better and not feel like a brick. Next thing I have are knee pads. These I only use, same with the shin guards. I use the shin guards and the knee pads only when I go to skate parks and I'm like jumping big ramps. Again, there's two pads here. They're just put together. Prototech makes these, or Protech, and I don't actually know what these are, but super good, super protective, hard shelled. They're not like skater knee pads, so they're not like super big. These are just enough to still be able to ride in. The last two things in my bags are tools, and I'm gonna get a close-up shot so you guys can see what I actually use for tools. Okay, so for tools, I carry around two things. A bike wrench. DK makes this. It's a DK random wrench. This is the old model. They have a new one, but this is an expensive tool. I think it comes ranges around 50 bucks. There are cheaper ones. Just check the description after this video. But I carry a DK random wrench that I'll go through it. And this is a little Velcro bag. It says KTM. It's actually like a motocross bag, but I use it to carry all my tools in. So we're gonna go over my tools. The first thing in there is extra chain. Basically, when you get a new chain, you have to size it right to fit your bike, so you don't have like a giant dangling chain. So I always carry my spare chain around in case I break mine and I need links. There's always extra chain. So that's the first thing. The next thing that I carry is a chain breaker. This one just happens to come apart. So I have a chain breaker. This is a Shadow Conspiracy chain breaker. On the website, it says to only use it. It only works for Shadow Conspiracy chains and only use it with them. It even actually says it on the piece. If it'll focus. There you go. For use with Shadow interlock chains only. It works for all chains. This is an Odyssey Bluebird chain. And all you do, it still fits and works. So all you do is you set the chain in there and you twist this piece and it hits the pin in the chain and will push the pin out, and then the chain will just fall into two pieces. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to put it back together. So, chain breaker. Next thing that I carry that I find comes in handy a lot is for if you pop an inner tube or need to change a tire at all. These are tire levers. This is a plastic tire lever that you pretty much can get anywhere. These are super cheap. Basically, this part hooks onto a spoke, and then this part wedges underneath the tire and pops out. This one is metal. This one's a lot older, but I find that this metal one actually works a lot better. Sometimes these break, but you could still use them. And sometimes I recommend getting two tire levers. They don't have to be metal, but because sometimes if you wedge it under there and you go to slide around the tire just goes back into place. So you need to put one to hold it and the other one to slide around. So, tire levers. This next one isn't really a necessity. This is just kind of like something I carry around, and that is bar ends. A lot of people don't run bar ends, or bar ends don't really matter to them, but I run bar ends to protect my bars, obviously, and if bar ends break a lot, and if they break and you don't want your bars to get destroyed, I just always carry spares. There's really no reason. Next thing I have is this T-handle Allen key. This is a 6mm Allen key on the other end, so it fits stem bolts and a bunch of other stuff on the bike, and then this one is also 6. This is really useful for tightening pivotal seats or anything else on the bike that you need to change, stem bolts like I said. And then I also carry these sockets. I carry these sockets. I have 3 of them. Let me see if I can. There you go. We have a 6mm socket. We have an 8mm socket. We have a 10mm socket. And the reason I don't have 5, 7, or 9 is because nothing comes in those sizes on a bike. It's all even numbers most of the time. But I always carry these because they work with a lot of brake setups. I've never really found myself needing to use them except on brakes, so I don't really know what else. Some bikes are different. If you're riding a Dick's Sporting Goods bike or a Walmart bike, these would actually be kind of useful because a lot of things on there are socket related. And the best part is they pop right onto the end of this T-handle, so it makes it a little bit easier to use. So, T-handle, Allen key, and you don't really need these unless you run a Walmart bike or something. This came with my frame. This is I don't know if you can see it, there you go. This is a We the People wrench. It's a 10mm wrench, and I use it for brakes again because it fits right around my brakes. Sorry about any background noise. My window's open. I live on a main road, and yeah. But This is a wrench. It just came with my frame. You don't really need it. Serves no purpose. Another Allen key. I believe this is a 4. This is like seat posts and a couple other things. I use it for brakes. The next thing I like to carry that isn't related to tools at all, but there's a piece that actually sits in my tool bag anyways. I carry a spare plastic peg. It's just a deco plastic sleeved peg. And this is a little spacer, so basically if your axle doesn't fit this socket, if your axle doesn't fit it well, you just put the spacer in and it makes it smaller. Now for the main piece. This is my DK random wrench. Basically what this is it's a wrench to help you build your bike, and inside of here are pieces and they're basically just sockets and Allen keys that you can use to put a bike together, to hold a bike together. This you use to tighten your pedals, and on the side this is where you will clip in all the sockets. So when you open it up, it just twists from the bottom, just unscrews. And this is actually a tool in itself. These are different size spoke wrenches. So if your spokes are loose, you can just use this. And then it is filled with multiple things. The first thing it has is you have a 6mm Allen, which just clips into the side, and there you go. This is a 5mm. I don't know why it comes with this. It would make more sense if it was a 4, but there are some parts, possibly brakes or something that I'm completely forgetting, that uses a 5, but again, snaps right into place. And then it comes with 2 sockets and an extension. First socket it comes with is a 15mm. This is for female axles in the front. I haven't found myself to use this, mainly because my front axle is the same as my back. And then it also came with a 17mm. Now both of these would be the same size except for the fact that I lost the original one that came with it, so I just replaced it with a short extensioned socket that I had. And then it also comes with, I believe it's like a 2.5-inch extension. So if you run pegs and this doesn't fit into your peg, now it fits into your peg. But I don't really see anybody ever using this one. A lot of you guys will be using this one, so you have a shorter socket. This only fits pegs up to about 3.5 to 3.8 inches. Pegs come in a bunch of different lengths. So I carry my own extension. This is a full 3-inch extension. So with that on, plus the socket, this will fit into 4-inch pegs in case you run them like I do. So I have to use it sometimes. So basically, all in all, in this random wrench you get a 15mm socket, a 17mm socket, an extension, and a 6mm Allen key, and a 5mm Allen key, and a spoke wrench, and a pedal wrench. That is pretty much everything that I carry in my bike bag. Pads, tools, helmet, and a spare peg in case you need it, and then also some like tape and grind wax. Check the description. I will have links for cheaper alternatives, or if you want to get my exact parts. I don't know where you're gonna get like the sockets or everything, but I will leave a link to the chain breaker, the T-handled Allen wrench if I can, pedal wrenches, the DK random wrench, grind wax, and a cheaper alternative. And then pads. If you're shopping for pads, you don't necessarily need like these exact shin guards or these exact knee pads. There are cheaper pads. Some of them are thinner, but they're a bit more expensive because they're meant to fit like under jeans or something. But I will leave links, and underneath of those links I will have cheaper alternatives to all the parts, if some of you guys are interested. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Carson and I will try to start making more videos soon. My birthday is coming up. We might try and see if we can get him here for the weekend, and maybe we'll make a riding video or something. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later. Peace.